Hello, Daphne here from Second Half Travel Adventures, the exclusive Spacebook group that I created to go and explore interesting places all over the world, just like this one. So come join our group. You'll love the places. They're interesting and fun and out of the way and different from all the usual, most popular places in the world. We like to pick out spots where not so many tourists go. Yep. Where, oh where is Rovaniemi located? Well, have you ever heard of it? I had not until friends came home raving about their trip to this far-flung location. It's a town located in Lapland, inside the Arctic Circle region of Finland. Guess what it is famous for? None other than being the home of the man in red, Santa Claus himself. Santa Claus Village, which you're looking at a picture of right here, is where Santa can be seen and met by children of all ages all year round. This is the command center giving visitors a chance to interact with the jolly old Saint Nick, as well as Santa's reindeers, or how about a visit to Santa's secret forest? There is also the mailroom, where thousands of letters from all over the world have arrived for Santa's eyes only. There is so much more to do in Lapland than just the fun of interacting with Santa Claus. There is Husky Park. Yep, it's right next to Santa Claus Village. And I can tell you for sure, there is nothing more fun than taking a Husky sleigh ride. First of all, it's a beautiful way to lap up the natural beauty of the area. But my husband and I have done this in Jackson, Wyoming, and I can tell you in no uncertain terms, those Huskies love hauling people around. They just absolutely love it. I mean, you can tell by the way they act. It's a perfect way to absorb the natural beauty of the area, taking a ride behind these Huskies. A main attraction before or after this adventure is a very special designated area called the Husky Hugging Zone. Well, I can tell you in no uncertain terms, Huskies are the friendliest dogs, and they loved being hugged and played with. And the more hugs, the merrier. Other than the exquisite beauty of the area, most winter nights you can see the northern lights spread across the sky. Oh, gosh. That has to be one of nature's most spectacular light shows. The very best place to stay, according to friends, is the Arctic Treehouse in Lapland. I'm not sure I don't think this is this. I believe this is the Arctic Treehouse. I've got two lodges to show you. This one, and what it's wonderful about it, as you can see here, is they have this huge picture windows for watching the auroras do their dance in the sky in the comfort of your room, so you're not freezing. So that is a wonderful, and according to our friends, these are very luxurious accommodations. Now this one looks like it's not luxurious, but it is. These are pods that are made there again, so you can be in a warm spot and watch the beautiful aurora, as you can see in the background here. Oh, I tell you, this is one special place on planet Earth in the wintertime. Okay, so after you enjoy the northern lights from your room and you wake up the next morning, well, you could go visit the ice hotel. I wouldn't want to stay there, but it's an interesting experience, I'm told. Another activity which is worth doing is visiting the Sami, the only indigenous people in the European Union, I should say, and the only native people residing in Lapland. The Sami are descendants of nomadic peoples who have inhabited northern Scandinavia for thousands of years. Learning about their centuries-old culture is definitely a very, very unique experience, as reported by our friends who have visited their home area in Lapland. Another way to enjoy the beauty of the winter countryside in Lapland is to take a reindeer sled ride. Wow! And going through the wilderness behind these reindeers, well, that is another wonderful way to soak up the beauty of this winter wonderland. Did you know that scientists believe reindeer are the first animals domesticated over 2,000 years ago, at least according to the Smithsonian? Here's another unique activity in Lapland, if there ever was one. Now check this out. This old ship, the Sampo, is an icebreaker. As it cuts its way through the ice, there is one very interesting stop. A wild experience, and that's an understatement. Tourists are offered a chance to slip into their wetsuits. You can see them here. And take a dip. This must be on the top of the list of the very most unusual experiences anywhere in the entire world. How about you? Would you be up to a dip in the ice-cold waters of the Arctic Ocean? Well, I'm not so sure I would be, but who knows? Nothing ventured and nothing gained. And for those who want to bring something home from Lapland, there are some great items to consider, such as Lapland handicrafts. Kuksa is a traditional wooden cup, Kuksa, a traditional wooden cup featuring a holder to hang it from your belt or backpack. It is made of wood and is not to be washed due to soap being a drying agent. If you want a more antiseptic solution to clean your wooden cup, pour some vodka in and drink it. Also, there are handmade jewelry from gold and silver in the shapes and forms of nature and animals. Perhaps you'd like to pick up a pair of authentic Lapland wool socks. Well, I can assure you those are needed in this part of the world. And they're all in really beautiful traditional Scandinavian designs. Now we will head to the Finnish food department. Have you ever heard of Lapland's famous cheese called Squeaky Cheese, of all things? The unusual name comes from a noise made when chewing this snack. Squeaky cheese is the oldest and most famous gourmet cheeses in Finland. Another Lapland specialty is cloudberry jam. Cloudberries are very juicy. Their taste is compared to a cross between a red currant and a raspberry. Oh, that sounds pretty good. An anecdote for your hectic lives, something special is like just walking in Lapland. It's the purest of natural landscapes. And just listening to the sounds of silence surrounding you must be lovely in so many different ways. While amidst this exquisite beauty of Mother Nature, complete silence has to be good for the heart and the soul. Perhaps an anecdote to our very, very hectic lives back home. Between the months of November and March, Lapland's landscapes are blanketed with snow. Perhaps next winter will be a good time for my family to visit Lapland. Must admit, finding this part of the world absolutely fascinating. The beauty of the natural beauty of this place is just, you can't even describe it. We're thinking this would be one of the most interesting journeys of our lifetime. And of course, a trip with the children or grandchildren to visit old St. Nick at Santa Claus Village would be a memory they would cherish for a lifetime. This Christmas, thoughts of Lapland this time of year are dancing around in my head. Next step, must share this magical destination with my one and only Mr. Wonderful. my dearly beloved husband, and convince him to travel with me to this very amazing part at the very top of planet Earth in the next year or so. And usually, when I ask, even if he thinks the adventure's crazy as all get out, he'll come along with me, and he usually ends up having a fabulous time. And there's no question that I will, because I love new adventures in faraway places, just like this one in Lapland.